going of stripping down the bear tracker. Lights kind of going dead, but I got as far as I wanted to. Wasn't in the best of conditions, but definitely got it. Put it on some stands. Need to change the ignition key switch. Somebody stole it back in the day, and we actually recovered. Well, my wife's family recovered it, so. And it hasn't been running in years, so what I did with it today was I took the racks off first, then I took the plastics off, and then I undid the wheels, and then tomorrow I'll start removing the air box. Then I'll start working with the gas tank and then the top of the engine. Definitely need a new pulley. Probably gonna just get a new carb. Might do a top end rebuild on it. A lot of work needs to go into it, but we'll get it done. I looked up parts for them, they ain't that much. What's up, fam? Made some progress on the bear tracker. Got it home, stripped it down completely, took all the plastics off. Oh yeah, took the tires off. Just wanted to see how the condition is under everything. And you got to remember, this is a 2000 Bear Tracker 250. So, and like I said before, it needs a lot of work. It didn't run at all because a long time ago, this four-wheeler was actually stolen, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law, this was my mother-in-law and father-in-law's bike, and they actually recovered it somehow. I don't remember the story, whatever, but they actually recovered it. And when they got it back, it was in horrible condition. Didn't run, looked like it was beat up. Just, you know, whoever stole it really did a number to it, basically. So when they put it in a shed, it sat there for years upon years. And, you know, just recently I'm like, you know what, like, I got my YFZ 450, and, you know, I just bought my son a little Kymco, a 2021 Kymco Mongoose 90. He loves it. I'm gonna do a video on that one also, but I wanted to get something for my wife and everything, and I will probably be buying her a four-wheeler later on, but for now this is a free four-wheeler, so I figure I put the money into it, fix it up, bam, perfectly new four-wheeler. So like I said, I did a lot of progress on it. I took all the plastics off, took the wheels off. I did wash it, but I guess because it hasn't been washed in years, it doesn't look like it. Took the gas tank off, took the air box off, took the carburetor off. These carburetors, this is actually the OEM carburetor. It's a Mikuna, Mikunu, whatever you call it. I actually heard a lot of good things about that carburetor, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna just rebuild this carburetor or just buy a new one. A lot of people do not like them Chinese carburetors, so I don't know what to do. And the OEM ones are very, very expensive. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but yeah, definitely fix the carburetor. Let's see what else I want to do. Oh yeah, no telling how the oil looks, so I'm gonna drain the oil out, get the oil filter out. I'm gonna change the brakes on it. I'm gonna change the starter solenoid, the relay. I'm gonna change the actual starter. I'm gonna get a new intake manifold for it. Definitely gonna just clean the foil up altogether. You know, all new parts for it. You know, if I can get a new wire and harness, I'm gonna try. It is a 2000, so they don't really sell too many things for it. But I mean, you still can get parts for it, so. Yep, so this is it. You know, I'm gonna do a top end rebuild on it also. I found the kit online. It's about $100 and something. So I just said fuck it. If I'm gonna put all these new parts on it, might as well do that also. This actually broke the pulley system and all like that, and I could just buy a string, but I'm actually gonna buy the whole system they sell. It's like $150 for a whole new pulley system, so I'm just gonna buy a new one of them, get a new reflector, might even buy a new CDI box. What else? I think I said change the brakes. I need to get a new battery for it. I'm really curious when I break open this to see how it looks inside, because I'm not really too sure about why it didn't run, or what was the reason it didn't run when they got it back. Supposedly, from what I was told, that they basically sunk it in the water, so I don't know if that damaged anything, so I'll definitely see. Definitely need a new throttle lever. Probably gonna get a new throttle cable. I'm curious to see if I'm gonna need a new one of these. I do not know if this works or not. Oh yeah, this is the reverse neutral on and off switch, and as you can tell, they broke the key when they stole it. I don't know if you can see that. But they broke it and all like that, and took it off and hot wired it from the back, and that's how they actually got it started. They hot wired it, and what else? And as far as like the plastics and the racks, I'm gonna actually buff it out, you know, try to get the plastics looking somewhat back to normal. I mean, I know it's a 2000, I know it will never ever look new again, but I am gonna try my best to make it look at least, you know, decent or whatever. Look how long the fucking muffler is on this bitch. You know, that's crazy. The box seems pretty good. This is like a storage box. That seems pretty good. I do have a busted out tail light, so I'm gonna need a new tail light. I hope none of the gears or anything ain't messed up or whatever. I don't really, not really sure, you know. I'm really, and I mean, I do need to clean out this gas tank because, you know, it didn't really have no gas in it, but just in case, I'm gonna clean everything out. You know, I don't want to put gas in it and the residue creates some type of bad gas or whatever the case is. So yeah, you can definitely tell that it needs to be cleaned up and definitely needs to be rebuilt. And I found a few rebuild kits online or whatever. I might actually go with a big bore kit since I'm gonna be doing all this anyway. You know, back brakes do work. But other than that, it will be a project. But yeah, I will get this bike running. Figure putting a little bit of money into it, a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, a little bit of money, like I said, and I'll definitely get it running. You know, I mean, 3 4-wheelers is what we need right now. You know, cause I like to ride mine by myself personally. You know, and my son, he likes to ride his. You know, he could fit him and his brother on it, but, you know, he's going to get to the point probably where he's just going to want to ride his by himself and all. So I figure I fix up this one, and my wife doesn't care what she rides as long as she's riding, basically. So she wants to ride this one and all, so, and she's going to ride it with my other son, my littlest, and everything, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. You know, stay tuned because I will be breaking it down more. Alright guys, a little update on the quad real quick. I did order the new parts for it. We almost time to get everything together fully and get everything running. So I did get a new battery for it. I cleaned out the air box, and I cleaned out all the hoses and fuel lines. We'll start with this. I got a Fuel Star fuel line. I've got an aftermarket. Now this is actually a OEM fuel petcock. Bought a brand new one of those. I went with the Zoom carburetor on it and heard pretty nice things about it, so you know, and I couldn't rebuild the car because it had too many pieces missing, so decided to just go with a brand new carb altogether. Also went with the Zoom intake boot, as you can see, so that's new. I did flush the oil out and got some new oil for it with the O-rings and everything. I flushed the differential gear oil out. Put some good stuff in there. What else? I have an ignition switch, key for it coming in. That's like the last thing I'm waiting for. Got a new ignition coil. For it. Other one seemed kind of wore out, so decided to just go with another one. Let's see, what else? Got a new spark plug for it. Little fuel line filter came with the carburetor. Fuel petcock. I got a Uni air filter, real good air filters, so got a good one of them. Cleaned out the gas tank, made sure all that crud and everything came out of it. It was like a gooey substance and everything. The starter solenoid, got a new one of those just in case. I wanted to actually get a new CDI box and a new reflector, or whatever you call them, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna put everything back together right now. That's what I'm kind of doing, and just see if it works, you know, see if I can get away with not getting a new CDI box and one of these and everything. So other than that, it's coming together pretty okay. So I'm gonna get everything together and see how it turns out. See if this bad boy is gonna start up. And I think with the battery, I went with a Celtic battery. So see you in a sec. One other thing I forgot to show y'all that I got for the Bear Tracker. Something that I get for all my ATVs. Something that you need. A service manual. And this service manual is really nice. I got it off eBay. It came with the original, basically, service manual. Real good. Goes through engine rebuilds, maintenance, anything you could think of for these four-wheelers, they got. And they gave me 2 supplementary service manuals, I guess updates of it. and everything of things, diagrams, cable routing, maintenance specifications. They got specs, everything. If you ever want to work on a four-wheeler, or honestly, even if you ever have a four-wheeler or anything, I don't care what you drive, it's always good to get a service manual. You never know, and it comes in handy, I promise you. What's up, fam? Today is the day, finally, after a few weeks of hard work and time and money put into this thing. The Bear Tracker is finally finished. Came out really good, definitely like it. You know, buffed it out last night, put a little SC1 spray, burn out the paint job a little bit more, shine the tires and everything. Did pretty damn good. You know, this machine has come a very, very long way from what it was before. There's still a lot of things that I need to do to it and get done, but as of now, I completed my goal. Got it running, it's running perfect, and now it's rideable. It's a reliable machine. So I'm gonna just hurry up and go over the things that I did do to it. To start off, put a new ignition switch in it. This one was all messed up from when somebody stole it. They had messed up the ignition switch and everything. Fixed that, got a new one. Put a new LED light bar on it. I've been having this thing laying around for a little while now. Didn't know what to put it on. I can't fit it on my race quad or nothing like that, so, and I was gonna put it on a truck or something, but I'm like, hey, this is perfect for the four-wheeler. Hook that up, it changes all different types of colors and all, so that's all good. Alright, what's next? I bought a new carb for it, and a new intake boot, and a new fuel petcock for it. Everything was just really, really old, and the carb was missing pieces from the Mikuni carb and all like that. So just decided, got new fuel lines too. Just decided to get everything new. You know, if we're gonna be riding this thing, it's best to make it reliable. Buy brand new parts for your four-wheeler. You know, you don't want it kaputting on you out in the middle of nowhere. So, but this is a Zoom carb, and surprisingly, for the money that I paid for it, I only paid like $40 altogether for it. It is a really, really good carb. Like, this thing, I mean, the only thing I had to do was adjust the mid-range throttle needle in it, and after that it was perfect. You know, and like I said, it also came with a new intake boot or whatever. Bought the OEM fuel petcock because the old one had residue from old gas in it. I also cleaned out the gas tank because it had a little bit of gas left over from years and years upon sitting, so it was all gooey. I installed this little light switch for the LED. Forgot to show you that. Just clicks right off. Changed all the wiring under the seat did the solenoid, starter solenoid. Put a new coil. What's this thing called? Spark plug boot on it with a new spark plug. Put a new starter coil thing on it. Let's see, this is for the LED light bar. What else did I do? Oh, I had to put a new battery in it. Battery was really old. Flushed the oil a few times because it was so dirty from sitting up. This four-wheeler has been sitting in a shed for about 14 to 16 years. So in the last time this thing ever drove, it was stolen. And my mother and father-in-law found it in a woods. Police called them, said, hey, we came up with your four-wheeler. It was just sitting in the woods chilling. So they ran the VIN number and recovered it. Also changed the differential fluid or whatever, cleaned it out. Definitely lubed everything up because we're going riding today. You know, there's still a lot of things that I do need to get. These were the tires that was on it. So these tires alone are about almost 20 years old. You know, so there's definitely a lot of things that I definitely need to do to it. I mean, you can see right here from 04. So like I said, there's definitely a lot of things that I need to do to it, but as of now, it's running good and basically ready to ride. You know, I'm gonna get some new tires for it. My wife maybe wants some new rims, so we're gonna do that for her. Maybe I might put a big bore kit in it one day, just depends. Looked at aftermarket exhaust for it, but I'm not really too familiar in the utility quads, ATVs, mufflers and all, so I'd have to check that. I need a new third brake light, which ain't gonna be much. I'm going to change the brakes on it, get all new brakes. Might do new tire rods and everything. But other than that, you know, and you can't get like new plastics for these four-wheelers. They just don't make them no more. Might change the lights in them or whatever. I also put some LEDs all over the quad, so they light up at night and it looks really good. So this four-wheeler came a long way from sitting in a shed for 14 years, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a lot of time and money, like I said, and effort cleaning out things and getting things back to running stabilization, but succeeded, and this will be what my wife will be driving, so I'm gonna have fun.